Knees are bent, feet mat width apart, knees falling into touch. Bring your hands onto those bottom ribs. Close your eyes. Allow the back of the neck to lengthen. And begin to notice gravity, drawing the muscles towards the earth and the bones. Allow yourself to feel heavy. And then bring your awareness to that breath, the inhaling, filling the body, and the sighing or exhaling, letting go. Just reach the arms overhead. Give yourself a long stretch through the arms and the shoulders. And then relax the arms wherever feels good. We're going to separate the knees and slightly windshield wiper the knees side to side. Notice what you feel in the hips and the low back. Full breaths in, full breaths out. Anytime you want to sigh, let it go. And bring the knees to center. Heel toe the feet towards one another. Bring one knee to chest, bring both knees to chest. And let's hold behind the knees. And do a little swaying here, side to side. Again, giving that low back some attention. A little massage. Notice how things feel. Relax your shoulders. Keep your left knee hugged into chest. Let's bring both hands behind the left knee, interlace the fingers. Extend your right leg. And let your right leg get heavy. This is a good one for low back and psoas muscle. So you can let the feet and the knee roll out to the side. We're hugging our left knee to chest. Let's point and flex the foot. Allowing the right leg to get heavier. Let's take the right hand over top of the left leg, tuck it in behind the knee, and guide that knee across the body and down towards the earth. It may never reach, that's okay. Reach your left arm along your ear, bicep by ear. And let's look away from the knee. Long breaths here. And that left leg can be hovering, minus. In this practice today, I want you to notice where you feel restriction as we move into the shapes, and we'll hold them a bit so we can breathe and investigate. Couple more full breaths. And let's use our hands, roll back onto the back. Hug that same knee into chest for a moment. And send the left leg long. And we'll hug the right knee to chest. Interlace the fingers behind the knee. And now, maybe give the left leg a little bit of a rock, but let it be heavy. Let it go. And then we'll point and flex the right foot. Relax the shoulders and the face. Great, now slide that left hand on top of the right thigh and wrap it around underneath the knee. And then guide that knee across and down. Reach your right arm up, bicep by ear. Maybe look away from the knee. Breathe here, finding any little places that might be a little stuck. Comparing left side to right side. Couple more big breaths. Then we'll roll back onto our back, hug that right knee to chest. Bend the left knee, left foot onto the mat. We'll just rock and roll to seated, and we can help ourselves up by holding on behind the right knee. Awesome. Come to the middle of the mat. So a new pigeon style. We're going to cross let's do left ankle on top of the right thigh. Let that left knee open up. You're going to walk your hands in. You're going to walk your right foot in. Sit up tall, lift through the heart, maybe lift the chin. We want to feel it in the left hip. So wiggle around, so that's where you're feeling it. And then we're going to close the eyes and use the breath. Really see what's going on in there. And if the body is allowing, can you slide that right foot in even a little bit closer? If being still doesn't work for you, you can do a little sway. Good. Another breath. You may want to slide that right foot away and just unwind the legs. We have that other side. So let's cross right ankle on top of left thigh and scoot yourself in till you hear that right hip. And then settle in. Nice full breaths in and out. Bring that left foot in a little closer if the body allows. Relax everything. One more breath. So slide that left foot away, unwind. We're going to go back to that first side. You may find you want to come onto fists with the hands. I do, and my hands are as wide as the mat. They're right on the left and the right hand side of the mat. So scoot yourself in again. Find that edge. Lift the chin off the chest. Maybe the heart lifts. One more breath. Let's straighten the right leg out. Bring your left foot to the right inner thigh. If you have a block handy, grab it, bring it behind you. You can bring your left hand there. Sit up super tall, breath in, breath out. Let's twist to that bent knee. Right hand comes on top of that left thigh. And I love the block for my left hand. And now stay here and breathe. And what I want you to notice is, where does the breath get caught? Where does there feel some restriction? Sitting up nice and tall, inhaling, and as you exhale, trying to twist a little deeper. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, the face. Breathe all the way down to your low belly. Next breath in. Inhale to sweep the left arm up, bicep by ear. Keep a hold of your left thigh, left knee. And now I want you to kind of side bend over that straight right leg. And maybe you look down at the leg. You want to think of your left fingers reaching for your right toes. Breathe here. This is a good one. Couple more breaths. Flex your left hand, press out through the palm, press out through the base of the hand. Reach, as if you could stamp your handprint on maybe the wall in front of you. Let's take a breath in. You're going to release that left thigh. You're going to fold over your straight leg. You're going to bring your left hand on the outside of your right leg. Fold right over that right leg. Let everything go. Shoulders, arms, face. Continue to fully breathe in and out. Fold a little deeper. Inhale, let's come on up to standing. No, how about sitting? And we'll switch the legs. Extend that left leg. Bring the right foot into the left inner thigh. And maybe you have that block behind you. So sit up nice and tall to the front. Take a good breath in, and as you exhale, twist to that bent knee. So the left hand's on the top right thigh, and maybe the right hand's on the block. You close the eyes, breathing here. Notice where the restriction's happening. How does your spine feel? How does your back feel? Where do you feel some tightness? All right, keep a hold of that right thigh. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, bicep by ear. And then like this side bend over the straight left leg. Ooh, notice this side. A little tighter. You can look down towards your mat. You're gonna breathe into those little achy bits. Couple more breaths, get in there. And on your next exhale, you release that top right thigh and you'll fold. Let your right hand come to the outside of your left calf, your left leg. And just fold and let it go. Breathe fully here. Can you let go a little bit more? Melting. All right, next inhale, let's roll back on up. We'll extend both legs out in front of us and come into your forward fold. Breathe fully and notice the areas that are talking to you first. Maybe it's behind the knees, those hamstrings. What do you feel in the back? Imagine my two hands resting on your back ribs. And then I want you to breathe into those imaginary hands. Now, where are you feeling sensation? Has it changed for you? Two more full breaths here. And inhale, curl yourself on up to seated. Nice, let's make our way into table and find two blocks if you have them. If not, you can still do it. And you're gonna come onto the high side of your blocks and bring your hands there. We call this high table. High table, like high tea, high table. So wrists below shoulders, knees below hips in your high table. Press down through your right hand. Inhale, sweep your left fingertips to the ceiling. Open up to the left. Exhale at the top. And bring the left hand back down. Inhale, open up to the right. At the top, exhale. And hand comes down to the block. So you move back and forth in your own time of breathing. Try it with that exhale at the top, that relaxing, let go. Mindful of your neck. Maybe you close the eyes. Good. When you're balanced on both sides, we'll meet back in your high table. So you may want to walk the knees up a little closer. This is a new little move. This is funny. It's like a kneeling pigeon. So you're going to cross. Let's do left ankle, cross the front of the right thigh, as if you were to slide in traditional pigeon. But now you're going to come to sort of like standing on your knees. And you bring your hands on your hips. That helps for balance. And then sort of press the hips forward, relax the shoulders and the face. It's going to feel different for everyone. It's also a little bit of balance too. Breathing here. Enjoy the balance. Maybe you're feeling something in the hips. Maybe you're not. Everyone's going to be different here. Press the hips a little forward. You may even do a bit of a back bend, lifting the gaze, lifting the heart. And try not to overthink things. Good. Bring your hands down to your blocks. Find your high table once again. We'll do the other side. Right ankle in front of left thigh. right? Get yourself sort of balanced before you lift off. You can bring the hands to the hips. Right away, you'll probably notice a difference in the sides. Couple more breaths. Lean those hips forward. And hands can come down to your blocks. Find your high table. Keep your knees underneath your hips. Slide your blocks back so they're touching your knees. You've got that support. Now guess what? Curl the toes under. And you're going to gauge it for your own body. It's a toe squat, but you can keep all your weight into your hands. Or you can start to add a little more weight into the feet. You can bring the heels down, the hips down to the heels, but still have lots of weight in the hands. So it's not so intense. Be kind and gentle to your feet. Allow the stretch to be nice. We have the most amount of bones and joints in our feet. They carry us. We want them to be healthy and mobile, the blood flowing. Good. All right, you can walk your blocks forward, come up off those toes, move the blocks off to the side. So coming down onto your right side, come to the right side of your mat, whatever. Come to one side of your mat. On the right side, you're gonna curl up like it's bedtime. Bend the knees, stretch your arms out from your heart, palm to palm. Inhale, open up that left arm behind you. So try to keep the knees as they are, just like they're sleeping in bed, and then it's sort of the upper spine we're working on. If you can, look away from the knees. Relax the arms. Full breaths in. Find where it's restricted along the spine or the ribs or the lungs. We're going to massage that area with the breath. Okay, the next exhale, just close up the arms. And then it's probably easier to roll across your back to come onto the other side. So tuck up on your left side. You can bring the knees up nice and close. Stretch the arms out from your heart, palm to palm. Lower half stays as it is. Inhale, open up that right arm to behind you. And look away from the knees. Just a little different way to come into twist. And we're more mindful of upper spine. How's this side? Good. And then we'll close the arms up and you're going to make your way into table. Have your two blocks handy. We won't use them yet. Big toes touch, knees a little wider, hips come to heels. We're going to walk the hands over to the left Bend your right elbow and bring your forehead to your forearm. So child's with the side bend, or any version of that. You can even be in table in a side bend. Move into that right rib cage. Press into that right rib cage, trying to like feather it open. How's it feel? And lift the gaze, and in this space, we're going to move right into thread the needle. So continue to thread your right arm underneath the left arm, come onto the right side of your head. Maybe the left hand moves a little closer to your nose. Breathe here. Good. Press through that left hand. Come on up. Let's travel over to the other side. We'll do it on the other side. Side bend. Bend that left elbow. Bring your forehead to your forearm. Melt over into the left rib cage. One more breath. And then lift the gaze. Continue to thread that left arm on through. Come on, the left shoulder, left side of the head. And then press through your right hand. Come on up, find your blocks. You want to bring them in front of you. So you're going to decide if you want to be on that second height or the first height. And what we're going to do is plant our elbows in the middle. Right, you might need to walk in a little closer. Bring your hands in prayer. Your head's going to go between the blocks. So if you bring your hips to your heels and let your head sink between the blocks, hands in prayer, and then your thumbs to the base of your skull. Use your breath. Feel free to exhale into that mouth. And say good morning to the shoulders and the neck. One more breath. And prayer hands can come away from the base of the skull, start to move into your table. Good work. So come through to seated. Legs stretched out in front. We're moving into our back bend. So a lot of times we use 2 blocks. If you're familiar with the 2 blocks and you like the 2 blocks, you can make like a train and lay down along your spine. You can have them the other way too. That always works. If you've been doing back bends for a long time with me, why don't we try 1 block? So it's going to go quite high. It's going to support our head and really the very top of our shoulder blades. Your heart is going to be sort of just hanging out like a hammock. So it takes a moment to find where it needs to go. But it's kind of interesting. It hits a different spot, higher up on the shoulder blades. So you want to support the head. And it's kind of like the traps, the very top of the shoulder blades, and then the heart really is just sinking towards the earth. So just a new little tweak. And then you can bring your heels wider than your mat, and you can snug them up against the edge of the mat, and let your feet and your knees roll open to the sides. Hopefully elbows are on the floor. And then palm up or palm down. Close the eyes. And tap into the gravity again. Right, drawing the bones down, the muscles, the skin. And sometimes the blocks, they feel a little tender, right? They might get a little spot. I kind of think that I'm getting this little acupressure treatment at the same time. So if you can endure it, breathe. Especially if you're just using the one block, you'll feel it in this nice little spot where we all love to get a little shoulder massage. Two more breaths. Bend the knees, feet to the mat, roll off your prop. Hopefully you can get it out from behind you, come back onto your back, knees are bent. Again, you're gonna gauge if you want the second height of your block or the first height. We're gonna come into supported bridge. Walk your feet in nice and close, lift your hips, right underneath the sacrum, behind the hips. And we're gonna do some work here. We're gonna hug the left knee into chest, interlace the fingers behind the knee. So if you're too high on your block, you'll know right away, and just come down a height. And then you're gonna straighten out the right leg. And use the breath, the exhale, to relax into it. I don't want you to feel like you're gonna fall. This is a lovely one for the psoas muscle, and then your low back. Let's take our awareness to our right leg. Allow it to relax and be heavy. Gravity drawing it down. If this is a challenge for you, I'm gonna guess you've got some low back stuff. Start with the shortest height of the block. Start with something soft, a pillow. And the psoas muscle cannot be rushed. Good. Let's release the left foot to the mat. Just adjust yourself so we can bring the right knee into chest. Interlace fingers behind the knee. And then stretch out your left leg now. And bring your awareness to your left leg. Allow it to let go and relax. Noticing anywhere you're holding, because the psoas is going to be the last thing to let go. All right, both legs, extend them long. I find I like to bring my arms overhead, interlace my fingers right at the top of my head. You can feel a pretty deep compression in the low back here. That's a good thing. You bring the feet a little wider. You bring your feet as wide as the mat even. What changes are happening? Two more breaths. Slowly, ever so slowly. Just bend your knees, bringing your feet on the mat. Right? We don't want to undo what we just did. So you're just very slow and gentle. Bring your arms down. It's going to be a baby lift, just enough to slide your prop out and bring your hips to the earth. Extend your legs long. And we're going to walk the heels over to the right side of the mat. And then bring your left heel right outside your mat. So it's on the floor and it's snugged up against the mat. And then let's cross right ankle over left ankle. And now shuffle your upper body over to the right. Bring your arms overhead. You can interlace the fingers. Let's look to the right. Full breath in and out. Investigate here. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Breathe into the parts of your body that are speaking to you. Envision the breath moving into those spots that are talking. Good. Let's unhook the right foot. And we can heel, walk the feet back to center. We can slide ourselves back to center. We'll keep on traveling. So you want to bring your right heel on the floor, right beside your mat. You just feel it there. And then cross left ankle over right. And then shuffle that upper body over. And look to the left. And that first initial breath, when you realize what places have something to say. Again, if your side bodies are tight, I feel like there would be some low back stuff. What happens if you sigh on the exhale? Good. Let's unhook that left ankle. Keep your left foot on the outside edge of your left mat. Left mat. Let's slide the right leg right across Bring it on the outside edge of the mat. So you feel your heels, you're off the mat, you're on the floor. You feel your heels holding the mat almost. Bring your arms alongside the body. Palms facing upward and whatever feels best for you. Eyes are closed. With each exhale, feel that gravity drawing you down. Bones are heavy. Muscles are soft, warm, heavy, and relaxed. Breathe naturally to yourself. We won't take as long as Savasana. That was a slow class. So we want to open and close the hands a few times. And point and flex the feet. Slowly bend one knee, bring your foot on the mat. Bend the other knee, foot on the mat. Hug one knee to chest. Hug both knees to chest. And whatever you like to do here, left to right, circles, half circles, all of it. Good. And then if you want to hold behind one knee and help yourself, or hold behind both knees, to rock up to seated. Keep the eyes closed. And just come into a comfortable seat for a moment. Adjusting the shirt, the hair, the eyes are closed. Bring the palms of your hands onto your knees or your thighs. See your two sit bones as your anchors into your mat, and then this long, graceful spine all the way up to the base of the skull. Bring your hands in prayer at heart center to seal the practice. And then gratitude always makes us feel good. So 3 things you are grateful for in this moment in time. And together, let's take a nice breath in. And a big sigh out. Smiling. And eyes will flutter open. Thank you.